Hello there, Libra people. I am Nadia, the astrologer for people who do not believe in astrology but want to hear their forecast for June 2025. So in 2025, there are two planets that are extremely influential in the skies. It is Neptune and Saturn that are now in the very first degrees of Aries. Neptune moved in there at the end of March, Saturn at the end of May. In your horoscope, Aries rules important one-on-one relationships, partnerships, adversarial relationships as well, friendships, co-authorships. So relationships where there is you, there's the other person, you are equally important and you need to either do something together or you are pitted against each other and you need to be very realistic about what the other person can do. So once those two planets, Saturn, very serious, very demanding planet, and Neptune, also very serious but about transcendent things, have moved into Aries, the standards of the relationships that are meaningful in your life have risen. So you are not supposed to be satisfied with relationships that are too shallow, too unserious, too deficient in what your soul needs. So basically there is some serious task, serious assignment for you in this area of important relationships that you will need to work on in the next couple of years. And the relationships that are not worth it, they're just not worth it. So those two planets, even though they are not very active this month, they are still very important. Now, hold that thought. I will talk about Jupiter and then I will return. So Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance, wisdom, growth, opportunities, and optimism. It is spending around 1 year in each sign. And in June, on the 10th of June, it is moving from Gemini to Cancer. Cancer rules your solar 10th house of career, reputation, and all things official. And it is in this area where in the 12 to 13 following months, you will be lucky. You will have more opportunities than usual. You will have new opportunities, or like the old limitations that were keeping you from achieving some goals in this area of career and all things official would stop being relevant, and you would need to move relatively fast to grab the opportunities that are opening. So be ambitious about your career and or official status. Mercury is also moving to Cancer 2 days before Jupiter on the 8th of June. It will remain there until the 26th and it will give you some opportunities to interact with the topic, to examine your current social status or professional status or position, to talk to people about the opportunities that are available to you, to perform some like initial assessment, negotiations and such, meet some people, learn something new. And then there will also be a new moon in Cancer on the 25th. So between the 8th, when Mercury enters Cancer, and the 25th, which is the day of the new moon, try to learn as much as you can about the official opportunities that you have. Try to do as sort of an assessment, an audit of who you are in your most official public role and whether you are happy with it. Try to learn about what other options that may be attractive to you would ask for you, would demand, would require. And then after the 25th, it would be nice if you made a decision or a plan of how you want to move forward in your career, in your business, in your official status, which can be anything. Your marital status, migrational status, anything that is official and on paper and changing your official status. So remember I talked about how Saturn and Neptune in your house of partnerships and important relationships are important. Well, they may also be important for this official thing, whatever it is. For example, maybe your career or your business is something that you do together with somebody else. That can be one option. Or maybe your official marital status is helping you or hindering you in advancing socially or in getting some other official thing done. Or maybe it's a loss of an important relationship or the absence of an important relationship that is somehow important, crucial in doing what you need to do officially. Now, before moving into Cancer on the 10th of June, Jupiter was and still is in Gemini at the moment of recording this video. For you, Gemini is the house of expansion, of education, travel, learning about different cultures, interacting with people who are coming from different cultures from you. So when Jupiter is moving through this area, it is common for people to explore other areas of life, options, professional options as well. And for you, this may be the time, this June, give or take, of switching from exploration, finding out about options, getting more educated, trying things out, to exploitation, which is focusing on the thing that you have chosen and advancing in this one thing. Most likely a career or a business, but there are other options as well. So think about what you have explored and how you have expanded in the previous year, and how that would inform your choice of what to focus on right now in the year ahead, and then maybe tie in important relationships that are crucial or the absence of important relationships, which may also be of some importance. Now to other more minor events. On the 6th, Venus is entering your area of deep intimacy, and this is when, if you have relationships in which deep intimacy is appropriate, it may become more pleasant. You may have more time engaging in it. You may get more pleasure from it. If you don't have such relationships, yes, you may meet someone, but more likely is that Venus here would intensify your longing for such a relationship. And then if it does, give it some thought, examine your feelings, maybe think about the previous relationships you have had. This is when you can have a heart-to-heart talk to Venus or to this archetype within yourself about what deep intimacy means for you and how do you want to have it in your life. Now, another relatively minor but still important thing is that on the 17th, Mars is moving from Leo to Virgo. Now, from Virgo, it is hard for planets to help you directly. It's more like they hide from you a little bit. They relax from working with you a little bit. And if it is Mars, planet of action, planet of drive, for the time that it is spending in Virgo, which will be a little bit more than a month, you may feel like you need to relax more. You may feel that you are lacking the willpower to push through some internal, external resistances, whatever. I would say the best thing to do while Mars is transiting the sign that's right before yours is to relax, restore, to not demand too much of yourself. The way I phrase it for myself, I say I need to relax my decision-making muscles. So a lot of the times I feel so responsible for what I decide, what I do, and this part of my psyche gets tired. And when Mars is hiding from me, I can just float. Another option for when Mars is transiting Virgo for you is to work on something in secret, something that you are not yet sure whether you will reveal in the future or not, or to work on ending things, to be radical, about severing some ties. There will also be a full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th of June. This one falls into your area of intellectual labor, communication, and transport, mobility. It's a well-supported full moon. Full moons generally illuminate. They show the abundance or like the situation that is present in this area of your life. So on the days around the 11th, you can have a lot of talking, a lot of communication, a lot of maybe education, being exposed to some ideas, exchanging ideas, exploring ideas together with partners, with community. So basically your mind and your communication tool would be on the days surrounding the 11th. At the end of the month, Mercury, the planet of communication that will be helping you with career from the 8th to the 26th, will move again into the next sign, into Leo, and it will be helping you with networking, but also with giving and receiving information about the future, ideas about the future, opportunities, who imagines which type of future. And ideally you would do it also with the sort of a community or an online community, just like people who are not your immediate friends, but people who are in some way close to you, belong to the same circle. But the focus of the month should be thinking about your social status, career, business, reputation in a new, more optimistic way, and the desire to become established in a different way, in the way that suits you better, that suits the 2025 version of you better, and the desire to build and construct, maybe with somebody else who is worthy, maybe in the absence of somebody else who is worthy. Have a beautiful June.